can YouTube it too. Be like how to go live on your PS5 or screen. It'll pop straight up. I'll add you though.
All right, let's get this.
But you can watch me being you on my page, AC Turner. Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah.
The defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Oh, yeah?
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses.
I'm going to teach you something with them then.
100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Rolling out to his left. He's keeping it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, a run for Henry.
Come on, man. They cheated me just then.
To a halt by Brian Cook.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Has his man cut by Andrews. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. This one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. The design run, Jackson keeping it. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Jackson now on 3rd. Escapes the pocket.
Good hit.
And they'll get him down right along the line. So no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter. Back at beginning of 2nd quarter. Ravens in possession. Well, the chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Rick knocks it through. And all the way into the 2nd quarter. The drive ends in 3.
A dependable kicker, man. That is.
I'm going to score with a little more for the game over by about 2 times.
He can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
I ain't did nothing yet, though. I just wanted points. I can win with 3. I can't win with 0.
And over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this.
I'm finna see what you talking about.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw.
Ooh.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Tighten up now, fam.
Yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening. And what's been
I had on, bro. That's crazy how they just did me like that.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done.
Yeah.
It's down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
33 yards on the play. First down.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10, it's Mahomes. That's Khan, it's Kelsey again. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Pacheco has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Offense in a hurry up here. Pacheco again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Offense to the line fast. Trying to run with Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after.
I'm gonna go score this time. I don't even go for threes. I just did that just to have that. I don't even go for threes.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Say less. I'm finna break your defense up now. Let me see what you got going. I got to see what you got going, pal.
The landing zone, Brock. So they're gonna gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And in just 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4. Offense up to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Not going to get an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard.
Here they go, getting set for third and 4. Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. On 4th down, snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. He's making a bid for it. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense
Where I'm from, though.
hook to try and pick them up after that miscue.
Where I'm from.
On the pistol, here comes Pacheco.
Man, you do something, man. Score again. How about that? Score again, fam. Where I'm from, though. Where you gonna say I'm from? Where you gonna say I'm from? I'm from Georgia. I'm from Georgia, fam.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Say less.
Connection on the last
Say
play.
less.
3rd down.
Say less. The game ain't over.
3rd and long for him here.
The game ain't over, fam.
Defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Don't write a check that your ass can't cash now.
Really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture it.
Say less.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Mahomes to throw for it.
Ah.
Kelsey has it. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
44 yards.
15.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Pacheco does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
He was taken
And goes to the hurry up here.
scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
Gets it again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Ravens will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. On first down, Jackson. That one is incomplete.
Come on, bro. They won't give me nothing.
He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Throwing again is Lamar. No place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Puts everything he has under this one. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
This is Henry on second. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, You're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He'll throw it.
Man, what the fuck?
They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First down throw, Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens have the football just a tick beyond midfield at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Come on, bro. They let that man just break the...
First play set down behind
Let me
the
chunk on that man, bro.
Well, the extra
That shit
point
so
sure
weak, bro.
didn't spring that
Watch
ball the
this.
way they hoped it would, Brock.
That shit
In the
so
old
weak,
West
bro.
Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight
That
ends.
shit is
Tiger-
weak, bro.
Tiger package comes on the field.
That shit
There's
is
a whole
weak.
lot more of a kitty cat effort there.
And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
That shit is so weak.
Good luck defending
All right.
that short yardage.
I ain't gonna
It's not
force
gonna
it.
happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to
I
play
ain't gonna
for just
force
about
it.
any
I'm gonna play my
quarterback
game.
in every situation.
Ah.
Up into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Looking to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds his back complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down. We've set it downs from 37. Mahomes on first and 10. He has room past the 25. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that will set up first and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal.